All right, so we've been clearing a lot of the land back here because we want to put crops out here as well as a low cover vegetation so we can see out here. However, we are also going to be putting in some solar panels here. And I'm digging the holes for these now. And what's going to happen is this is going to get 3 poles and then 6 solar panels mixed in with it. This mini axe has been one of the best purchases we've been involved with here in Alaska, aside from my property. I got to clean it up a little bit. There's still some pieces I need to get out. But anyways, I'm going to go get a pole and get it ready to go in. Go around the other side. Yeah, I should be able to lift it up without a problem. Oh. Just keep it from banging into the other piece of wood when I lift it up over. Okay, straighten out that clip on there, make sure it's all the way in. Alright, you got it?
Yes.
Use your fingers out there. Okay, okay, put them back in. I was just making sure I wasn't going to do anything stupid. You're going to need to push up higher, reach up higher and push. Because I've got to let it go for a minute. I don't have the clips in. I only got one clip in.
Do you know where they are?
It's in my pocket. Alright, I need you to step up and hold it. You got it?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going up. Alright, we need to... Don't push so hard, please.
Okay.
Make sure nothing shifted on those clips down bottom. Well, that was fun. Alright, let me have that drill. Let's see if we can tighten these little babies down a little bit. Oh, wrong bit. Can you do me a favor? Mm-hmm. Grab my shovel and put it in side by side right there. It's just gonna be the nature of the beast on these, I guess. Much as I don't like that, might be the only way I can do it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try something real quick. There it is.
I like that.
So that's I'm gonna have to take them off and do them. I'll do these ones here first because that's a different screw. So don't go far. Whoop, 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 whoop. Sarah, it's not a socket. All right.
What can I do?
I just need to put it back in so I can just get it up there, and then you can hold this and I'll climb up. You need to help me. You got to hold the panel. Where's the screw?
In my hand, it's holding them.
All right.
Thankfully, no panels or people were harmed in the making of this video.
Some does wobble a little bit, but that's because the poles, number one, are fresh into the ground. They are about 5 foot down, but I know it's going to catch a lot of wind, so I'm going to wind up putting some dead men over here, basically going from up there to over here, just to give it a little bit of support. So, well, we're back at it. We're going to be finishing working on the solar panel stuff. We had to take a pause because the excavator was up at Adam and Phyllis's place, and we were having so much rain, we dared not take it up the trails. We have a few trails that are pretty dang steep, and we did not want to have an issue. But we have it back up here now. It's about 30 degrees out, hence the hat and the coat. And we're going to be doing some more work on the solar panel mounts. Basically today we're going to put in a dead man log and then put cables up and protectors over the cables so nobody runs into them. So let's get that done. Well, that's that part. This pole isn't going to be in there forever. Well, it'll be in there forever, but the cables will only be there until the spring. I intend to put up some solar trackers here. I have had a few people tell me don't waste my money on solar trackers. The issue I have is we have good sun in the morning, which starts over there. This is south, that's east, comes out of the northeast in the summertime. And then in the afternoon, we have great sun from over here, 9 out of 10 times. So I'd rather be able to track the whole motion of the sun in the summertime. In the wintertime, I just lock it down. So this is really only temporary until I get those solar trackers in the springtime. We were going to do it this year. We want to upgrade our battery bank. We want to get a few more of the EG4s, as well as a few other things for the system. So this will work for a year or two. It's not going to fall down once I get this done. So I've got to run and grab the cables, and I'll be back in a few minutes. So what I'm doing here right now is I'm just going to run some cables that were removed from the four-wheelers that are replaced with synthetic line. I've got to put some sleeves over it because these old wires get meat hooks on them, and it's not fun, and it'll lay you open. So I'm going to put some aluminum piping over it, then wrap it around the log, and we'll bury it. Give me a few minutes to find a few things. I'll be back. I've got to get one more pole.
We do not normally get a lot of wind in our area, but when we do, it comes in fast and furious and can knock a lot of things over. Thankfully, we only get those kind of wind events once a year, maybe twice.
Alright, so that's done. They are not perfect. I don't want them perfect because I'm going to need to be able to dig them up later on. I'm going to want my cables back. So it's basically just mostly to keep it from toppling forward. In the wintertime, the wind comes from that direction. So I'm more worried about it going that way than this way. Alright, so as you can see, it's about 2 weeks later since I put the dead men in. We had a few other projects we needed to get done ahead of time, as I'm still waiting on the cable for the solar panels. We only put 4 up here because I didn't feel like putting another set of logs in. And the other panels you see are on the side of the house. You guys seen us put those up in the summertime. Those will work good for the afternoon sun. Once I get a tracking system in, things might change a little bit, but I'm kind of liking where they're at. Currently on the house, you'll see some solar panels over there. I have 6 315 watt panels over there that are been providing all of our power for the last couple of years. In the summertime, we're charged up by noon. Wintertime, it doesn't work so great because it's low light and we have a lot of clouds. With these ones here, these are 370 watt bifacial panels. So it's going to get sun reflecting off from behind it too to increase the amount of power. The ones that are mounted on the front of the porch are also the same panels. What I'm waiting on now is a combiner box to mount on the back of these poles. And then I have to run it into the house to the MPP charge controller to charge the batteries. We have, I don't know if you can see over there, there's 2 panels on the cabin over there. In time, those will be over here too, as our desire is to make all the buildings, aside from the man cave, to run off the power system of the main house. That way, if nobody's here, I can shut it down. I know nothing's going on in there. Nothing's been left on. At that point, we'll have 2 3,000 watt inverters that are piggybacked together, making 6,000 watts. Combined for the 2, I think I can put 2,000 watts each of solar into. And I'm going to be over that by the time I get this build completely done and take those 2 510 watt bifacials and put them over here as well. I think my max wattage for the solar panels is around 4,300. So I'll need another charge controller. The way I used to do my solar chargers on the boat was every panel had its own individual charge control. For the amount of panels I got up here, it'll be a little too price prohibitive to do that. That's why we're going to run the 2 grow watts. We'll add in a 3rd, possibly a 4th charge controller that's isolated from that system. We want to be able to charge batteries just in case something ever happens with an inverter. I can still charge. You're going to start seeing more videos on our electrical system here. I will be changing some stuff up, and I'm working with a company also to help make things run a little bit more efficient. And you'll see more of that coming up in the next couple months. And with that, I'm out of here. You guys have a great day. If you get a chance, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. You guys have a great day. We'll see you on the next video. Bye.